tour of the NetSupport School Tutor interface. So once you have opened the tutor client, this is the view in which you will have for your students and their devices. And I've already connected to a class. So I want to highlight the toolbar in the top portion of this screen. This toolbar is where a lot of the interactions between you, the host teacher, as well as the devices will occur. The refresh option, you can refresh student devices at any time just by clicking that option, and it will refresh here. And your connect is where you will connect with other classes and students. Each of these items is a feature that will allow and support classroom management in a digital environment. And each of these items I will highlight in separate videos to talk a little bit more about. The other item that I want to highlight is this toolbar on the left. The computer screen is where you will be able to view all of these student computer screens. Please note that you can select one student or hover over a student to see where they are, and you can also select them by clicking on an item here. So I can click on students, and a check mark will appear over here to the left. And then I can also just take the check mark away. So some of the features on the top toolbar you can select to happen with certain students just by clicking on the name and seeing the green check mark, and then you can also re-click on the name and it will disappear. So now on the left side, I want to show this web globe looking icon. When I click on this shows me all of my students with their usernames as well as the current website in which they are on. I can allow or block websites by using the green check mark or the red check mark. So if I wanted to allow or always allow for this approved website to be accessed by all students, I'm going to go ahead and click the green check mark and select add. So in my approved websites, the URL will automatically appear here below. If I try to or attempt to block this one, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I click the X and I'm going to select add, I'm going to get an error that says this URL already exists. So I'm just going to go head over here to my gcs.k12 in the approved websites and click an X here to remove it. We'll go into a little bit more information in depth about how to add or restrict websites, but this icon on the left is where you will do that. And then the icon of the graph here is where you will survey your students, and you have the opportunity to ask them questions and receive immediate feedback. So now I'm going to jump back to the computer screen where I can view my students and their devices, and I'm going to highlight the bottom portion of this page. So you can see I can change or update the thumbnail speed, and the thumbnails are these icons here. So if I want for them to update frequently or at a quick speed along with the students, I'm going to keep it all the way down here, so for every 5 seconds. Okay, if I move it down this way, the updates occur less. So you want to keep it right around 5 seconds so that you can see in real time what the students are accessing. The other item I'm going to highlight is the thumbnail size. Depending on how you choose to view your students, you can make the thumbnails larger, okay, and you can also make them super tiny. So you can adjust this for your own personal viewing. And then these two items with zoom in and show active websites, you'll want to leave these two on because these are what helps you when you hover. You can see the active websites, and then it allows for you to zoom in on their screen. So this is just a super quick tour of the NetSupport interface.